Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let us pray and thanks unto our God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us mercies and blessings so we can attend in this place in good conditions and happy situations. Secondly, my peace and salutations do not forget to our prophet Nabiullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from darkness to the light so we can find the truth, the Islamic religion. Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin my speech, I would like to invite all of you to think again, to rethink about what and how our life can be worked. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about what is the most important things in our daily life? Well, the answer is simple. It is food. Ladies and gentlemen, without food, advanced technology or great achievement will be meaningless. Food is the source of energy, happiness, and even peace. But ironically, have we ever thought about how to ensure that everyone around the world can eat properly? Ladies and gentlemen, to this day, more than 800 million people in the world still sleep hungry. This number is not just a statistic, it is reality that we all face. On the other hand, there are many countries that depend on import to fulfill their food needs. Now imagine, if the global supply chain is disrupted, as it has been recently, what will happen? Now just look at the war in Ukraine. When the war broke out, when export from the country come to a halt, countries like Egypt that relied heavily on the weight from Ukraine faced a spike in food prices. Millions of people were affected. So from this, we learned that food is not just a local issue, but a global issue that requires cooperation between countries. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, there is another major challenge that we cannot ignore, namely climate change. Erratic weather, increasing natural disaster, and the rising temperature of the earth, all of those have a direct impact on the agricultural sector. In Indonesia alone, farmers often face chaotic growing seasons. As a result, crop yields decline, and we are increasingly dependent on food imports from abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, but don't you worry. Behind every challenge, there are always opportunities. In this case, one of them is food diplomacy. Food diplomacy is how we build relationships between countries by sharing technology, knowledge, and solutions in agriculture sector. When one country shares agricultural technology with another, their relationship come to be strengthened. For the example, Japan has shared its precision agriculture technology with many developing countries. With this technology, farmers in developing countries can increase their productivity despite their limited land. The result is not only better harvest, but also stronger international relations. Besides technology sharing, food trade between countries is also a key to resolve this problem. Organizations like Food and Agriculture Organizations, or FAO, facilitate multilateral agreements to ensure countries can support each other, especially during food crises. For example, humanitarian aid to conflict areas or disaster-affected countries is often the result of these global cooperations. In the Indonesian context, food security is also a great opportunity to strengthen international relations. As an agricultural country, we have a great potential to become a leader in food diplomacy in the Southeast Asian region. By making ASEAN a platform for cooperation, Indonesia can promote a more integrated food policy to create shared resilience in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to underline that food security is not only about survival, but also about political stability and world peace. History has shown that hunger and food shortages are often at the root of conflict in many countries. Where basic human needs are not met, social discontent increases, which in turn can trigger political tensions. Therefore, we all have a role to play. We all have a role to resolve this problem. Government, communities, and even us as an individual can contribute. Developed countries can help developing countries with technology and investment. Meanwhile, developing countries should improve their local capacity, such as providing training to farmers and improving agricultural infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about food security, we talk about human dignity. Every person in this world deserves to live without hunger. We have the opportunity to create a better world, a world where no one has to go to bed hungry, a world where everyone can enjoy healthy, sufficient, and affordable food. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take this challenge as an opportunity to work together, strengthen international cooperation, and create a better future. Because at the end of the day, food is not just about the stomach. Food is about respect, justice, and life itself. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.